saying that it's live. Oh, now it's saying we're live. Every week, dude. Every week. Just like, do we do it correctly?
We'll get it right eventually.
Whatever.
I think it's amazing people keep coming back.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're freaking blessed. Well, I think that's you. I mean, you're following literally because I was thinking about this earlier. Because you've obviously got like a substantial following. But people literally follow you also around the world, like physically in person when you do the tours. And I don't know, maybe it was just my pregnancy brain, but I was just like, that just tickled me. Like, you're so popular, Mike.
I don't know. I think they're here to see our special guest tonight.
Yeah.
Because we've already got our comment section is blowing up. So I can't wait to drop some of these on the screens.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Let's see. We've got this big countdown we have to do first.
I know. Love our little cold open where we still do the countdown. I love how it came from like a complete cock up on our end.
Oh, total cock up, and then we just kept rolling with it week to week. So this is our new thing. If you're listening, there are no technical difficulties at this point. We actually are doing a 2-minute countdown every week to start the show.
And we
there we
talk
go.
over
Is that or what are we playing? Ducks? Feed the ducks?
Oh, is this Feed the Ducks? Heck yeah. I'm telling you, that was a dance move back in the day.
10 seconds. Right. So excited for today. It's going to be good.
Me too. And I love the subject matter. I can't believe it took us 2 episodes to get you to do a UFO show.
I know. All right. So you guys talked me into it. I am pretty UFO adverse. It is definitely not my area of expertise, nor of usual interests, but we've got some stuff going on that's been pretty interesting the last couple weeks. And Kay, the wonderful and amazing, you know her, you love her, Kay Smythe. And behind the scenes, Sammi Lee.
Sammi Lee.
Hello.
Talented and creative Sammi Lee. You guys have been bugging me for a while to do aliens, to get into aliens. So
it's cool stuff. Thank you, Mike Collins, Wandering Wolf. Yeah, and it's such a subject, Rich. Like we got into it on the show a couple of weeks ago with Will from Incredible Histories. Like we talked about the Nazca mummies. And then we got into, all the other crazy stuff that goes on in Peru. And now we've got Gary from Nerdrotic today. Like, shut up.
What is going on? Let's get to it. I want to get into it. So let's do our announcements and then we can get right into it. What are our announcements? We're doing big stuff. We've got the conference. Everybody knows about that. And we gave away tickets last week. We had 2 winners. And we're going to be giving away tickets again to the Super Chat. If you drop a Super Chat, at the end of the show, we're going to give away in-person tickets. That's $250 tickets, 2 of them. So $500 total giveaway today. And here is one of our winners from last week.
Hey, everyone. It's Jeff up north. Just wanted to say thank you so much to the folks over at Wandering Wolf Productions. Michael Collins, Wandering Wolf himself. Kay, Sammi, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for choosing me as one of the winners. Ticket to Scottsdale in December. Cannot wait to see you all.
Did it glitch?
We're having a lag. We're having a lag, but I think you got his point across.
Yeah, us having technical difficulties? No way.
Jeff is a total badass. Jeff came with us to Peru, and then he started his own channel. He's been deep diving into stuff up in the UP in Michigan and the Upper Peninsula, and he's been doing awesome work. And he's in the chat. What up, Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay, so congratulations. He already got his tickets. I can't wait to see him there. Couldn't have gone to a better dude.
Yes.
And we're doing it again today.
I agree. And like I didn't know Jeff until we started doing this. And then his channel, everyone go and subscribe to Jeff's channel when you have time. Go follow him on all the social medias. Excellent stuff. Pure like citizen journalism, just knocks it out of the park every time. I'm a big Jeff stan now.
It's Jeff Up North. That's his YouTube channel.
Yeah, drop it in the chat, Jeff, if you're here, and everyone go, oh, and we got Will here from Incredible History. Oh, the whole fam is in town. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. But we do have we have another couple of announcements that we need to get to, right? Before we forget. So obviously jump in the super chat if you guys have questions today. And then are we allowed to talk about Japan now?
We are, but you know what? Let's wait for Gary.
Okay, let's do it.
I think, yeah. So on that note, let's bring the man of the hour in himself. This is Gary from Nerdrotics, good friend, and I can't wait to get into some stuff tonight with him. Gary, where are you at?
I'm here. Hello. Hello.
So there was a running bet before you came on if you'd make it in time, and you did.
Barely, but I made it in time. And what up, Jeff? Up north. I saw your I loved his location. It was upper middle F. So upper middle F is his ticket location. He showed it to everybody.
Yeah, you know exactly where he's.
That's
where
right.
He's sitting
and you guys were playing Feeding the Duck. So anybody from my chat, don't you dare tell them what that really means.
Okay,
oh,
well
no, I don't know.
They did
Ladies
week.
are here. Ladies are here. Okay, so we're not gonna talk.
Yeah, I think somebody hinted at it in chat last week. So
yes.
we yeah, your crew has followed you over, and they've already been dropping us some interesting comments, which has been great. Wonderful.
I love
my people
group. Yeah. So
this is one of the tame ones. No, so
dude, I'm here for it. I feel like, like I said, we've been bullying Mike to do a UFO show. And so the more unhinged we can get, like, just the better. Like, this is the most sober I've been in my entire life. I've been this sober now for 25 weeks and a day. And so I realized that engaging in unhinged podcasts is how I feel drunk now. So I love it. Be disgusting, chat. I'm here for it.
and why are we sober for 25 and a half days and 3 hours and 2? Oh, look at that. Bun in the oven. Look at that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. What's the countdown now? Where are we at, Kay?
So yeah, like 25. I don't know how many weeks that means I've got left, because I don't trust American medicine, because they're like, oh yeah, so this is your like date of conception. I'm like, no, it's not. And they're like, and this is when like your due date is. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And they're like, but you can go like a couple of weeks over, but if it's any longer than that, we're just going to inject you with stuff. And it's just like, what the? I'm like, okay. Like, my grandmother gave birth to a 10-pound baby at home, so
Goodness.
Like, we'll see. I don't want to do that. That sounds
Bring
like
back the midwife. Let's go.
Heck yeah.
That's the
Heck
thing
yeah.
now.
But no, let's get into like the topics and stuff for tonight. No one needs to hear about all my gross baby stuff.
Ew, gross baby.
Like, sticking on my liver earlier. That was fun. So I have like everyone. I just did a show, like I pre-recorded a radio thing like 2-3 hours ago, talking about the 3-eye atlas. I really want to get yours spin on this. I purposefully didn't watch your show, Gary, because I knew that we were coming on tonight. So I was like, I don't want to be led ahead of time. So where are we at, Mike? Have you looked into this?
Yeah, I watched your show the other night. You guys really dug into it, and you guys had a lot of information that you shared on a 3-eye atlas and the it on the side of it being a comet, right? And a lot of information that you guys shared there, but then everything that I've looked up since then is talking about how it's an alien mothership coming directly at us and changing course and doing all these crazy stuff. So where are you at on that? Did you kind of walk into all that the other night thinking what I just shared, or have you been following it closely?
We've been following it pretty closely for normies. Let's be real. But like, for example, Oumuamua, I think that could have been an alien probe for sure. The damn thing sped up. It sped up. They don't do that. So that one, I'm still on the fence. This one's looking more and more like a comet. It's really weird. it's really, I want it to be a mothership so bad. I want it to be the Battlestar Galactica with the Dama, with the Cylon base ship right behind it. That's what I want.
Total
But
destruction.
Adama would save us all. Okay, we love it.
Yeah.
Edward James Olmos, or Lauren Green Adama. You can pick your Adama. It doesn't matter. But I think it's a comet. I think it's an interstellar comet, like everybody's saying. It's doing really weird stuff. I don't know if you saw the video of it when it went around the sun.
Mm-hmm.
There was a coronal mass ejection right when it went by the sun, and it just blew off. Right, that was weird. But everything we're hearing, it's got a tail now. The tail was going the wrong way for a little while, but now I think it's flipped around and gone the right way. It's more CO2 than water. It's all nickel. It's not iron and nickel. I think it's not sexy to say this because, like, again, I want it to be a UFO, and I fully believe in UFOs, and I think they're already here and they're observing us, and we are an ant farm to them. But with this one, I'm pretty sure it's a comet. I think the thing we can learn and should be alarmed about that I think Adam's in the chat. What's up, Adam? We talked about is this should be a wake-up call again for what the real threat to our planet is, and it's not stupid climate change or any of that stuff. It is meteors falling from the sky. There was a video. Did you see the video going around last night of another one in Russia? A big one.
No, I missed that.
Yeah. So there, I might be able to find it. It was going around all last night, and there's a couple of angles. So, and people were like asking, why do they always fall in Russia and Siberia? There is a reason for that. It's their positioning.
Okay.
So they get a lot more. They just get a lot more because of their positioning on the Earth. I think it's a comet. I think it is an interstellar comet, and I think since our equipment is getting better, we're going to start seeing that these are pretty regular. I mean, we've got 3 interstellar objects, the first 3 ever in 7 years. So that seems to me like it's pretty regular now. Oumuamua went around the sun and sped up. That's crazy. And this one isn't doing that. So we should observe that too. If this one goes around the sun and doesn't speed up, that's weird for the other one. But yeah, kind of a boring answer. It's a comet.
No, I don't think it's a boring answer. And I mean, like you said, thank you, Will, for Project Bluebeam's final act. I think we talked about Project Bluebeam right when Will was on. Because my sort of take is I agree with you. I think if there are aliens, they've already been here for a minute. They're probably already integrated. I don't care. I've had friends see weird stuff at military bases. I'm just like, whatever. I believe you. Everything's real until you prove to me that it's not.
Do you guys have any experiences seeing stuff like that?
I only saw something really weird out in the desert. So I saw something really weird out in the desert once, but I was, I was back in my model girl White Claw era. So, like when you see stuff at like midnight out over, like, I think, what's that awful, I got pregnancy brain. What is that? 29 Palms out in California that everyone hates it. Everyone I know who's ever been stationed there was like, it's the worst place you'll ever go ever. And I'm like, I kind of like the desert out there. It's kind of nice. But I saw, and it must have just been like one of those planes that like absorbs another plane, but one of the planes had like a red glow. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And then it sort of like went into the other plane, but I'm like, we probably have tech that does that. We have planes that can refuel other planes in midair. But then I wrote the Tall Whites episode for the Y-Files, and that one kind of hollow mooned me. Have you guys see the Hollow Moon episode on the Y-Files where you're like, oh, the moon's not hollow, and then you get to the end of it and it's just like, oh my god, the moon is totally hollow. Like there's no way it's not. Like there's no way it's not. But the Tall Whites is the story about this guy, Charles Hall. He's like the most sweet, like everyone's perfect grandpa type character who's working at, I think it was Nellis Air Force Base. And it's just this super chill story about this relationship he forms with these aliens that live on base and work on base or in the underground base there. And unlike all of the other sort of alien UFO people, there aren't like 10 books. the story doesn't evolve every couple of years when the new book needs to come. Oh, I forgot about this thing that I didn't tell you about to sell more books. He's just like, he wrote Millennial Hospitality, and I think he wrote like one follow-up to answer some questions, and that was that. And I was like, shoot, this one red pilled me a little bit when it comes to aliens. Like, I don't, and I've done like a bunch of the other ones as well. No, it's like Rendlesham. You guys heard of that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Rendlesham was basically Americans pranking Brits, right? I think, or Brits pranking. No, it's the Brits pranking Americans on an Air Force base just outside of or around Rendlesham Forest in England. It all happened around like Christmas time. There was supposed to be like a crashed UFO, and all these like they found like indentations in the ground, and there is like some weird stuff about it, but it was very much like looked like just a prank. But then years later, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, a bunch of guys went to Rendlesham after it was like closed and started finding like fiber optic cables and stuff in the ground that like just shouldn't have been there.
Rendlesham was, here's my take on Rendlesham. It was real in the beginning. It was absolutely real. There was a guy who has an audio recording of the whole thing. For them to prank Americans like that with that kind of tech in 1980 was kind of impossible.
That's fair. That's fair.
The problem with Rendlesham is after that. For one, there was one guy who wasn't really part of the story, and you probably weren't even alive. So they did like a big news thing on the guy who wasn't a big part of the story in the 80s, and he became the face of it. He was full of shit. He was lying the whole time. He didn't see anything. And then the three guys who did witness stuff couldn't say anything and didn't start saying anything until they couldn't get their benefits. But once they started saying stuff, they started elaborating on their story that I don't fucking believe any of it. So I think they needed to keep the story going. So I think the initial story was real. The biggest news we got out of Rendlesham, the stuff we didn't know like until very recently, is there was nukes on Rendlesham. There was not supposed to be nukes in the UK, like at all. So that was the one thing they were, and that's why the UFO was there. They had nukes. So there was a part of the treaty and of the bases, like US was not supposed to have nukes in the UK. Now, either the UK government knew and wasn't telling the public because they didn't want to freak the public out, because it's during the Cold War, but we were not supposed to have them there, and we did in the silos. So that's probably what attracted the UFOs, because that's right around the same time UFOs were buzzing nuclear facilities in the US, in North Dakota, in South Dakota, in Utah. Correct me, chat. There's another state too. And then in Russia, Montana.
Was it Montana?
Yeah, there's silos all across the Midwest in the most desolate places imaginable.
Wow, I didn't know that it was coinciding with all of that. That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like the nuclear thing, I mean, that would make sense. It's also like, I guess, now you've kind of broken my brain a bit. The crop circles thing, that was another episode. I didn't work on that one, but watching it, I was like, oh, crop circles, kind of hard to debunk a lot of these. A lot of them seem to be based more in the UK. I'm wondering if there's like a correlation there, because like I don't know, I come from the UK, obviously. Accent,
really.
But you know, it's just not like it's an archipelago of godless skeptics at this point, like who don't believe anything. Like they're about to accept digital ID, you know, like they just don't get into this stuff. So if the aliens were gonna land, like they could land in the UK, and the Brits would just be like, no, I don't believe it. Actually, I think I'm just gonna go to the pub. Like, no thanks.
So Douglas Adams, the great British author, came up with a great cloaking device that the British had developed called the somebody else's problem field. So they see something, they see a giant spaceship on a cricket field, and they're like, that's somebody else's problem, so therefore I'm not going to see it, and they just ignore it in that very British way. It's fucking hilarious. That's what they would do, or they would hand them a digital ID. They would just go, here you go. You know,
here you go. Shut up, or we're not going to feed you. Shut up, or you can't leave your little terraced house ever again.
Right?
It's getting a bit crazy over there, huh?
It's getting.
So Gary, I didn't tell you I shared this on the last stream, but I was over there recently in the UK, and my social media was censored and everything over there. I couldn't type out idiot on Instagram.
What?
I could not type idiot. Somebody left an ugly comment on some post or something, and I called them an idiot. And then I tried to send it, and it wouldn't allow me to. It said, it looks like you're trying to, or it looks like you might be sending something or posting something that could be harmful to people's feelings or something.
Oh my God.
And I literally couldn't do it. I
over
had
there.
to like put the little symbols like you would for the F word
Okay.
and write it out
That's-
before I can post it.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I feel compelled to go over there and drop gamer words on Instagram now.
You should just like switch up your VPN and just go to town. Because,
Yeah.
like, quite frankly, my fellow country folk need it. Like, they really do. It's kind of terrifying how quickly they're just going. Yeah, like someone sent same thing on WeChat in China. Yeah, that's basically where Britain is going. And I have like a handful of friends who I don't know if we even talked about this on the stream before. So few British people applied for visas and green cards and things like that last year that Britain is now once again part of the green card lottery. And as someone who's been here for a long time as a legal resident alien and is now in the process of getting a green card, I was like, great timing. Could have paid $1. It's fine. It's fine. But there's like the number of my friends who've just kind of like realized like, oh yeah, this might not be for me, this whole dystopian nightmare thing, and are now applying for the green card. I'm stoked. But then I talk to like my actual family members and they're just like, no, it's fine. Digital IT is going to be really useful. It's going to help us like do stuff. Oh, it's really sad.
Oh,
it's wild.
Yeah, it's
like
really
talk to
sad.
me when they're tattooing it on you.
Right?
Oh,
Right?
The tattoo's invisible. You won't see it.
Yeah.
It's painless.
It's just a tiny little microchip that goes
Yeah, it's a
straight
little
into the middle
microchip.
of your forehead. It's fine. It's not the mark of the beast at all. What
Not
are you
at
talking
all.
about? Oh Lord.
It'll just regulate your sperm count and everything. It's all right.
No, they already did that with like the climate change crap. And I can say that because I have a degree in it, and I learned during my degree that we don't know anything about it. In that, like, we can prove that man-made climate change isn't really real. It's probably now, I think the latest, have you guys seen this? The latest theory or some of the latest data is tracking the major climate shifts are actually more due to weakening magnetic field, like a weakening of the magnetic field. Have you seen that? And then so basically the magnetic field gets weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, and then the poles flip slightly, and then they quite often go back.
Yeah,
but you know, that's probably
it's actually way more alarming.
Way more alarming. The idea of the pole shifting is
there's
a
two
nightmare.
schools of thought, right? Kay, on the pole shifting, there is there's the really fun one that we won't really notice. There'll be some GPS problems. And then there's the giant mile-high tidal wave version where everybody dies. No in between.
And then there's
the happy medium on that.
I know.
There's the weakening magnetic field, and then it shuts off completely, and we all burn to death. That's the other fun one that we have, and it's just like, no, guys, it's just cow. I'd rather go back to the cow farts at this point. Well, cow farts and aeroplanes. That sounds way more chill.
Oh wow!
Sorry. You know what's funny is the. Sorry, go ahead, Sammy.
Oh, is Sammy here? Yes.
That was. I have nothing.
That was me. I accidentally hit a button. How dare I?
That's for me. You can't press the buttons, Gary. I'm the button presser.
I'm going to press the watch. I'm going to press it again. I'm going to press it again. I'm going to press it again.
So it's really interesting because the all of this ends up tying into a lot of the stuff that we're all into, which is the ancient history stuff. You start getting into these cycles, the Yuga cycles, and all these different stuff. I mean, the Earth cataclysms are like a part of every major culture's history, mythology, religion, these resets. So, why not flip a poll and just start all over again, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's either going to be that or like, Gary, you actually brought it up earlier. Like, we have so many blind spots in our planetary defense. Like, when I was writing for Daily Caller, I remember writing a piece. It was like one of the first like fun, cool sciencey pieces they let me write. And it was on this guy in like Chechnya or Crimea or somewhere who discovered an asteroid that was going to fly between us and the moon. and he discovered it like 3 days before it was supposed to do
Oh.
it. And none of the major space agencies had noticed it, but I've got a whole conspiracy theory about that too. And so I think it's just so interesting. Like I just watched Arby Loeb, like the first part of his Rogan podcast while I was having dinner. And he was talking about how like, oh yeah, we track so much of the stuff that's going on in space. Like we know like so much of what's, I was like, no, you bloody don't. You guys miss this shit all the time. Like all the time. But I have a theory though. If you were like the president or like who's the guy that runs WEF these days and owns half the world, that guy who's trying to be president of the world,
with
and
the supervillain outfit that he wears all the time.
Yeah, him, not Klaus Schwab, the other one.
Oh yeah, because he stepped down, didn't he?
Well, there's George Soros and his son, and then there's what's his name, Finkel or something, who owns Adam will know who owns BlackRock. Larry Fink.
That's the one.
That's the guy who runs the world.
Yeah, that's the one. Nailed it. But yeah, so if you were like Larry Fink and you knew an asteroid, like, you know, something on the scale of, because they say 3i Atlas, how big do they reckon that is? Like it's like, yeah, Manhattan sized. I mean, that's global reset size. So if you knew something that big was going to hit Earth, do you tell people?
Ooh, I would not. I would just let everybody just kind of live, because the last couple of there's nothing you can do, and the last few days would be utterly. So this is the meteor that landed in Russia.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not Tunguska. That's like another, obviously not Tunguska, but that's like.
It's not like the 2013 one, but it's slow. This one moving kind of slow, so it must be farther away. That would be my guess.
It's beautiful,
but it's definitely a meteor. People are going, it's a UFO. No, it is a meteor. It's especially because it's green.
Yeah.
And if you're in the desert, you actually see a lot this big. I like 29 Palms. I like Joshua Tree. I like Palm Springs.
I love Joshua Tree.
Dude, you can see the stargazing there is amazing.
There's a National Training Defense Center out there. It's called NTF in the military, and we did training out there. We did a 60-day rotation out there in the desert, and it was a lot of, it was fun and tough. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
There's something about that desert. Like I remember seeing we used to sleep outside a lot, and like seeing the Milky Way, just like the naked eye. Like, come on, we are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place that we can do that. Anyway,
no, we can't see it half the time. It's terrible that we can't see it half the time.
Oh, that's why Death Valley is one of my favorite places on Earth. And it's one of the best places in the world to see the night sky. And you can just clearly see the Milky Way and everything up there. It's amazing. And somebody said the darkest place near Texas is Big Bend. Big Bend is interesting because that's the only place I've ever seen something weird in the night sky. I saw.
Where is Big Bend?
Big Bend is south. It is down near the border. It's about an 8-hour drive from me here. So from you, probably about 6 hours. And it's a big national park, and it's nice. We used to do, me and an Army buddy, we used to go every year and do it. There's a 30-mile loop that goes over the mountains and through the desert, and we'd walk that, and yeah, a lot of fun. But our first night out there, we saw what looked like a star exploding in the sky and then contracting and then exploding and contracting until it just went away. And then the next night, I got up to take a piss, and I'm standing out in the dark, and there's these lights shooting over the mountains. We'd gone through the mountains, got my buddies up. We all saw it, and they were just going at impossible angles, moving. I'd never seen anything like that, and haven't since. It's the only time I've ever seen anything in the sky that was odd like that. But it was a really cool experience. Big Bend's really cool. Yeah, it's cool. Go down there, camp.
I want to check out the Marfa lights.
Yeah, it's near Marfa too. So you go down there and do Big Bend, Terlingua, Marfa. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
That's so cool. Wait, Gary, have you ever seen enough to believe?
I totally believe. Melissa, my wife, has seen a UFO. The only weird I've seen two weird things. One of them, I was going through my model White Claw phase too. except it was teenage like meth phase. So I was
Another way
walking
to
down
do it.
it was 3:00 in the morning, Encinitas, California, walking down Flora Vista Way, looking west. It's dark, and then the entire sky goes green like quick. Boop boop. And I'm thinking at the time, like, for one, I'm high, but I'm not like high on stuff you'd hallucinate. And I'm going, nobody's gonna believe me when I tell them that because I'm high. So I just kind of kept it myself for years. But I saw it, and I'm like, my first
Until
reaction was,
now.
these drugs are good. But no, no, it was really weird, and didn't see it again. Was waiting for it to happen again. The second time, God, I wish I had a better look, but I was this was recent. I was driving into California, and I was going down. It was through Anza, and I saw what I thought was a helicopter just flying. It's broad daylight, and I'm like, that's not a helicopter. It looks like a drone, but it couldn't have been a drone because it was like flying in between the mountains. Like, no drone would, and who would do that? We were like in the middle. I was in the middle of nowhere, so I'm by myself, and I'm looking at this thing too long, and my wife's on. She's gonna get mad because I didn't tell her this part. I almost drove off the freeway looking at the thing. So I stopped and I did see. But it really looked like the UFO that's going around right now. We showed it on Forbidden Frontier 2 weeks ago, Adam, and it's the one that looks like a helmet that's just flying through. I might be able to, I bookmarked it. I can share it with you. It looked kind of like this. But I mean, it still could have been a drone. I don't know. I believe in UFOs anyway. I don't need that. I don't need to see them. So crop circles, I was like, nope, those are people. For first, I was like aliens. Then I went to nope, people, 100% people. Then I started seeing more videos and listening to more people. I'm like, it's a little of both.
Yeah,
maybe it's a little of both.
It's for sure. Like, it's like when you get into the actual like science and like even just like the physics of it, that's when it starts getting like just uncomfortable. Where you're like, why, like, and again, why focus so many of these crop circles on Britain? Like, that's annoying. That's dumb because they don't care. They'll cover it up. They'll make fun of you for like, they'll make fun of you for regular stuff there. Like just having like a nice idea about something. They'll be like, loser. But you know, then you have crop
except
circles.
for national ID cards.
Yeah. Then if you don't like them, you're a racist.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Yeah, it's like I'm fine by those standards. Absolutely, let's go.
What's funny is, what was it? Was it a year? How long has it been now that they just casually release documents basically confirming that there's aliens?
8 years.
8 years?
That
8
long? Oh my God.
years of slowly trickling out, and it's pretty much going to stop now because, like Lou Elizondo, like him or not, the guy's like completely screwed up the field.
Yeah.
He has, and he has because, well, he was a misinformation agent. That's what he worked for the freaking CIA.
Yeah.
In misinformation. So that's going to muddy the water, and maybe it's on purpose, maybe it's not. I think there are some people who are like genuine and trying to get the secret out, and I think there's a bunch of people who don't want it to happen. And I think ultimately it's, we know about this stuff and we can do nothing about it. Now, if we want to go further into the Eisenhower Treaty and we pretty much are trading some of our own citizens for experimentation, for technology, I'm open to that too. I am, because our government would totally do something like that.
Yeah, for the technology. So, okay, let me clarify this. So the Eisenhower thing, was it like there were two groups, he had two potential deals. One was world peace and everyone's going to get along and love each other. The other one was like, you get to be super powerful, we'll give you a bunch of tech, but in exchange we're going to take some of y'all's folks and like beam them up and do some weird little bits on them. So that was the Eisenhower. That's like the sort of theory.
The multiple theories on that one. The one I've heard the most is tech, and it's to counterbalance, like they've made deals with other countries too. And they'll take some of the people and some will come back and some won't.
Well, that sort of explains as well the sort of tech boom that we've seen since, you know, sort of the 30s and 40s, I guess. That absolutely explains that. And you're so on the money about I was mispronounced his name, the Lou Elizondo, that guy, psyop expert, the sort of like modern day Richard Doty, if you
Mhm.
will.
Yeah, it's very much so.
Which is like super sad because there's a couple of people. There was actually someone that I didn't want to name drop in one of our previous streams. But it was it was when they brought up David Grush or whatever his name is.
David Grush.
Grush.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they brought him into Congress, there's a photo. One of my editors, one of my former editors, I should say, a Daily Caller, sent me a picture from I think it was like Getty Images or something. And it's like three or four of the sort of, you know, the UFO celebs, if you will. And they're all sort of sitting there like, you know, waiting for David to speak. And there's Jeremy Corbell just looking like he's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like I've never seen fear like that in anyone's eyes. And they were like, do you want to write an article about how fucking scared this guy looks? Sorry, we're trying not to swear on the stream, but like I've never seen a grown man look that scared. And I was like, okay, that face right there is the only thing making me think there might be something real behind this. Because everything else about this guy, I'm just like, nope, he's just another psyop. I don't want to hear it. I just want to see evidence at this point. I'm sick of seeing these men come on and tell me things like, oh, I saw this, I saw that. Shut up. Show me. Show me.
I think we're all at that point, right? So you haven't been paying attention, Michael, and she has. We covered the last for Forbidden Frontier. We covered the last hearing, and we were just like, we did get some like really cool new video. Finally, somebody like there was some really, but the rest of the thing was a dog and pony show, and like we're done. I'm done. I don't care. I don't care. Kurt Metzger went on Rogan the whole time and roasted Lou Elizondo. It was great. Sorry, Glenn.
Yeah, no, that's been my whole thing this whole time with the UFO stuff is the sources that we get the information from. So, you know, I've never quite been into the UFO stuff content because of where all the information's coming from. Is, you know, these government sources and agencies, and it just, you know, I'm just kind of like, I mean, I was checked out 25 years ago on getting information from the government. Basically, I mean, the army will do that to you, you know, like take any type of service and take a look behind the curtain. You're kind of like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's been a lot, and it's felt coordinated over, I guess, since the last 8 years. It's been like this slow leak of information, and then you have all these people that have. So a lot of them have been around for a long time, but a lot of people kind of felt like, for me as a casual, like some of them have been coming out of nowhere, sharing information and different things, what would be considered very important information.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, what do you guys think of Beatrice? I don't know how to say her last name. Villarreal.
Oh, let me look her up.
Villarreal.
Beatrice. She's an astronomer who has basically like compared shots from satellites with like moving, you know, objects in the sky.
Oh, this chick. I haven't seen enough of her stuff to comment on it, but like,
check her out.
Oh, she seems to be on board. I'm just getting up some headlines here. Sammy, she seems to be on board with the nuclear relationship right there. And tell me if I'm wrong. We've never been able to detonate a nuke in space, right? But have we tried? And we haven't tried. We haven't tried. Okay.
We haven't tried.
Well,
that's misinformation that I ate
that we know of.
Users.
Yeah, and I mean we were launching nukes into the sky continuously for a handful of years back. Was that Operation Fishbowl? I think. Yeah, I could have that wrong. So we were just launching nukes at the sky in high atmosphere, like for just pretty much constantly for years.
Blowing up in the atmosphere, but there's supposed to be a treaty where we are not supposed to send anything nuclear in space, like at all. But that must be gone because I forgot the name of it. We have a program going to Titan where they're going to have a nuclear powered like drone, which is smart. I mean, like it's totally safe. If I saw Ryan, my boy, you know, RK Outpost Ryan, we saw him in the chat. He's a former nuclear tech. He'll tell you how safe it is. And they absolutely should be sending that stuff up there if it's contained like it is on, like the aircraft carriers and stuff. Now, there was also to keep from there was a proposal to get rid of nuclear waste by sending it into space, which could go real bad if like one of the launches goes bad.
Yeah.
Like real bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff, especially like the whole solar storm thing, like sending all of our, one really bad one sends everything we've ever put up into our orbit back down towards us. Can you imagine how bad that would be if we had sent all of our nuclear waste into space and then the sun one day just lets out this huge burp and it's just like, oh, well, there we go. Okay.
It's better off in Nevada. Okay.
Yeah.
Underground near Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
So are we still doing
seismic activity there?
When's the last? I mean, there's other countries still testing nukes. I mean, but the last one that I can think of is North Korea.
Yeah,
doing anything that we know about.
We're not testing them anymore, but they're starting to fire up plants again, so that's good for power. Time. Yeah, it's about time.
See, I think I'm like anti-nuclear, but I think it's just because. And this is going to sound like such a cheap answer, but having spent time around people in the millennial and younger generation, don't know if I trust that many of them to be nuclear physicists. Also, I've seen plenty of apocalypse movies. Like COVID obviously wasn't, sorry if this is going to get me canceled. Like COVID was not a real thing. Like I was in China during the SARS epidemic. That wasn't a real thing either. Like COVID was just SARS, but in America and the West. But if it had been like a real disease, that's like immediately where my mind goes to. It's just like, okay, so are we going to just like quarantine everyone in the nuclear facilities and figure out how to shut them down while everyone else goes full zombie? Like, I don't know. I go to like the worst case scenario. I don't trust humans that much. And humans, nuclear power, disaster. I feel like all those words go hand in hand. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't know enough. I don't know. But
COVID was a really interesting period of time. It was kind of like it was really eye-opening. I never stopped traveling. What's that?
It was kind of like an experiment to see how many people would capitulate and bend the knee.
Really,
a lot of people did.
It was crazy. And it was, for me, since I've started doing this, it was by far the best time for me doing what I do, because I never stopped traveling. I continued to travel, never got the shot. And you just had to jump through more paperwork and hoops and stuff to get to places. But everywhere I went, I was the only person there. Flights were empty.
Nice.
I was just laid out across aisles on planes. It was amazing. I was going to some of the best footage that I got in the last 10 years was during that time, because I filmed places like Pumapunku and Tiwanaku with nobody on site.
That'd be awesome.
It was amazing.
That's so cool. Yeah. Well, what do you think was like the coolest, but also maybe like the creepiest place to be during that kind of thing?
At a gas station or grocery store?
No.
Where people were yelling at you. I could not. I just couldn't. Every day I went outside, if I did anything in public, and I'm not a very I'm pretty much like a total hermit, and I'm in. My friends literally do welfare checks on me to see how I'm. Like, we haven't seen you in 4 months. Are you alive? I'm like, I'm alive. All right. Well, you have to come out this weekend. Okay. But I'd go out and just the total stupidity. It was like these 6-foot spaces in checkout lines at the grocery store, but then I'd look to my right and somebody's right there. It's like, so I guess this virus doesn't go right to left. And then, you could go to the restaurant, but you couldn't go in the restaurant, but they could put tables outside the restaurant and then enclose that into a tent. And then we were okay.
Yeah. They did that with the gym too. I was in a tent outside my 24-hour fitness.
No way. Wait, I haven't heard anything about a gym before.
Oh yeah. So the gym had in California, our gym, all the equipment was taken outside into the back parking lot and they put a tent over it. We had to work out outside in the parking lot. Yeah.
Wait, where in California were you during COVID?
San Francisco and San Diego.
Okay. So I was in LA for the first year of COVID. And it was I mean, it was also, for me, it was also the people. Like when I was in China in 2003, it was awesome. It was me, my parents, and our guide, because you have to have a guide basically if you're going to China back then. Plus, my mom worked for HSBC, so it was like, I'm sure they thought we were spies, whatever. But it was great. We're like the only people in Tiananmen Square, only people on Great Wall of China,
Wow.
only people at the Terracotta Warriors. It was
That's
incredible.
awesome.
That is amazing.
Like John and I have talked about it. I was like, I'm never going to have a travel experience like that ever again. I didn't travel during COVID because, yeah, same thing. Like I wasn't going to get the shot, but I also had like a lot of work that year and it was great. No one was asking me to go out. I could just sit at home and work and make money and get the out of California. But yeah, like I remember like the first time I had to line up to go into my Trader Joe's, and then once everyone was in there, it was just, you know, like no rules. I was just like, no, I'm done with this. I can't be told to obey the laws of people who would make laws this stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here for it. Like, that's not the America that I worked so hard to become a part of. Like, that's not freedom. That's being stupid.
Yep.
And there's so much other stupid stuff in California. You can't add that much on top of it. It's just not fair. Like, eventually the place is just going to fall into the ocean. Just from like, it's, yeah, it just, but I didn't hear about the gym thing.
Stupidity. Yeah.
It's just sad. It's just really sad. Yeah. Sitting outside at like.
to leave. It did. I liked a lot of it, but I was the same way.
Yeah. The desert.
It really gave me a better kind of look at a lot of people that were in my life. You know, and it was, I don't know, it was kind of weird. It was like a IQ test almost, you know. It's like
no, that's so true. That's how like my husband, we met on a dating app. Because I was just like done with dating, living in North Carolina, just sort of like, whatever. I'll see if like someone wants to buy me dinner. Why not? So I put on my thing, like you can write like little prompts and stuff, and it was like, what are you looking for? And I probably put something nice, and then at the very end of that like little sentence I was just like, and hopefully someone unvaccinated. And I'm pretty sure that's the like one thing that he liked on my profile.
Perfect.
He's all based.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. Let's
go.
But yeah, like I think it's so funny though, because I think COVID definitely it's like the whole Joe Rogan joke, right? He was just like, before COVID, not into the conspiracies, not into any of that stuff. Post COVID, Michelle Obama's a man. All the other conspiracies, let's go. And so I think like seeing how easy it was to manipulate the masses, for me at least, it confused me even more about the alien, UFO, all of it. Because like I don't trust anything in big academia, because I went through big academia. I used to work with people getting their PhD and masters. It's all bollocks. But then the sort of citizen journalist side of it has been so co-opted by the Lou Elizondo, the Richard Doty's of the sort of PSYOP community. And wasn't there a guy who literally, I don't know if he killed himself or if he died inadvertently. I can't remember his name, but it was because of basically Richard Doty lying to him.
Yes.
About
he killed himself.
See, this is why I don't trust anyone in this field, because this guy's still on TV, still in all of the big like UFO movies, like interviewed by like, you know, was it Dr. Greer and all those guys. What's your take on him actually?
Stephen Greer?
Yeah.
Wacko. Complete wacko. So for every like Michael, like follow Richard Dolan. Richard Dolan is the most legit UFO researcher out there. If you follow him, you can't go wrong. For every Richard Dolan, there's 100 Stephen Greers and Billy Carsons. So who are just complete, you know, snake oil salesmen, right? And terrible for the field. And it's filled with that. And it's not like Ancient Civilizations doesn't have some of that, but it really doesn't have near as much as UFO. So Ancient Civilization has actual data that we get pretty regularly. There's enough sites that we can actually touch and see. And there's enough anomalies that are not just some fuzzy photograph. It's like, no, Yeah, these are really impossible. You know, sexy woman is really crazy. It's and I've seen it now, and it's even crazier in real life. So it's a better field to follow. It is more scientific. It is getting into the more esoteric areas, but it makes sense with, you know, all your shroom heads and ayahuasca and stuff. But it makes sense that like maybe mushrooms like advanced our evolution a little bit. Okay. I'm
Have
open
you
to that.
seen the video of the hooking up the mushrooms to the robotic thing and it's playing a piano?
No.
They have
No.
mushrooms now that they're teaching to play music by hooking it up to electrodes that give it control over
So when you eat mushrooms to get high, you're eating a sentient being that's probably screaming.
Well, they've this, I don't know when this came out. They've established now that trees communicate with each other.
Yes, they do.
Through the
The mycelium network is for the mushrooms, but like grass screams when you cut it.
Yeah.
Well, the mycelium works with the tree roots underground, and the mycelium, they all kind of like work together to
They work
communicate.
together.
Like a nervous system or something. Yeah, they collaborate.
All plants.
So that's kind of a good segue into, you know, the whole academics versus creator stuff. This has been a year for it. I think we've really kind of, you know, like a line was drawn in the sand this year, and it's you know, Jimmy's definitely leading the charge on that. Every day I wake up, it's just he is beating him over the head at Göbekli Tepe. And you know what? Some interesting stuff has come out. And so I don't know. I'm sure you've seen this in the last couple of days, but Sam pulled up the report on the WF conservation request or whatever for Göbekli Tepe that they had asked for something like 8 years ago, and they still have not provided. Are you familiar with this?
No.
So there was maybe Sammy, if while I'm talking, you can look up illegitimate scholar and Jimmy's posts on X recently showing all of that. But the is it the WF? One of the governing bodies.
WEF, yeah.
WF has asked for plans for conservation plans for the site for like the last 8 years, and they have not provided anything. Basically coinciding with the date that the Doges group came in and took control of the site through funding. And since then they have
Is it on Jimmy's?
Jimmy's been reposting it from Sam, I believe, and then he's dug in himself and posted his own stuff. But yeah, since then archaeological work has slowed down, tourism development has increased. All of the stuff that we've been saying, we now are, you know, because of Jimmy and Sam and different guys' work, we're starting to develop a timeline around these guys and their BS, specifically around Göbekli Tepe. And where, you know, really where I come into play is having documented all of this. Not where I come into play as far as being a part of all this, but just having documented some of the stuff and sharing that video that I shared earlier this year this is routine. It is the standard for every site. They find a site, they develop it. If it's worthy enough to become a big attraction, they restore it to the point of being a tourist attraction that they can monetize. They develop the site. Archaeological work slows down and eventually stops. And that's why we have these numbers of only anywhere between 5 to 20% at most on sites worldwide being excavated.
That's insane. Oh, I just found it. There we go.
You found it? It's been quite a year.
Drop it in the chat.
Oh, one sec. I don't know how to do that from my phone because I'm not technical, but I texted it to you.
There you go.
Yes, the UNESCO. That's crazy. So I mean, that sort of sounds like, I mean, I don't think that eradicates the fact that Göbekli Tepe kind of proves that, you know, maybe it doesn't prove that we've reached like peak civilization before, but human civilization goes way further back. And I think the fact, you know, like in our first show, we talked about that 500,000-year-old skull, or the million-year-old skull that pushes the human timeline back another 500,000 years. Like we're being drip fed the sort of shift in thinking around the human timeline. I wouldn't be surprised if within the next like 15 to 20 years it's all out and it's like, no, humanity actually like knew a bunch of stuff like 20 to 50,000 years ago. Like that was just old thinking, blah, 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 blah. But maybe we've actually over complicated the sort of academic, big money side, big archaeology side of things, that it's just always been about money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's always about money.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so sad.
Sammi,
so
can you
sad.
read that post that Jimmy made? Because I think he summarized it in that post.
Oh, I think that was his first tweet. I have it here. Okay, so Göbekli Tepe has been without a site management plan since 2022, which is nearly 4 years ago. And they're yet to provide a new plan requested by UNESCO since 2018, which is 7 years ago. Why? Perhaps they don't want to put anything official in writing as to not be held accountable for the inexplicable lack of excavations. Whatever the reason may be for not submitting this new plan, this is a failure to adhere to a professional archaeological standard. What are they doing? Mismanagement of the site desperately needs to be addressed. Everyone go follow Jimmy Bright Insight. I'm sure you guys are already, but he's just brilliant. And illegitimate scholar as well. Both those guys, superb human beings, excellent citizen journalists, better than the academics. And like you and Jimmy are the reason that like all the olive trees got pulled out of Göbekli Tepe.
Definitely Jimmy. Jimmy, that was all Jimmy. Jimmy was blowing that up before we went. I just happened to be going over there because, in fact, Gary and I and the Forbidden Frontier crew were doing a tour to Turkey.
Yeah.
And
we couldn't.
So once I went with Jimmy, it blew up so much. I put out the videos and stuff on going over there documenting. It was just pure dumb chance that we showed up the very day that they were removing the trees. I mean, talk about, perfect
They
timing.
knew you were coming. PSYOP is real.
It is. And then we couldn't go to Turkey.
Yeah, they really came after me for the last year, and I had to cancel that tour. So, but we found another one to do. We did Egypt, and we'll be leaving in a couple weeks for Egypt. That's going to be a lot of fun. But
you guys are going to have the best time. Oh, I'm so jealous.
Crazy.
Yeah, and so I don't know. What do you think, Gary? What's your take on all of the? Because you know what, I think I've heard you talk about it some before, but what's your take on the the creators versus the academics? It's really, becoming this huge thing lately, especially over the last year.
It is because they want to be the purveyors of information. They want to be the authoritative source. It is ego. And I've asked a bunch of you guys, in your field. I even asked you, I'm like, why are they like this? Like, why do they shut so many people down so fast without going, let's entertain the thought? Like Michio Kaku, not the AI crazy one. You see one guy's really nice about, he's very nice about saying, I don't believe anything you're saying, but I'm open to the idea. He's really nice about that. And that's all they need to be. And they aren't. They're obnoxious assholes about it. And they are, because they're really insecure, because you guys are actually moving towards something real, and they are trapped in their university with their funding, and they overlord all of their students, and they have their little fiefdoms, and they don't want to give it up, and it's falling apart. It's a 20th century model that's going to be gone in our lifetime. It'll be like it's already lost any respect or luster at all. More people are starting to figure out, like, maybe I shouldn't pay $200, go into debt for the rest of my life to send my kids somewhere where they're going to hate me. And maybe maybe my kid should learn how to weld, something useful that won't be replaced by AI yet. But I think that's it. And they really want to be the rock stars. They really hate the fact that you are the rock stars and they aren't. When Flint Dibble has like archaeologist and YouTuber next to like on his bio on his Twitter.
Yeah.
Right. That I'm blocked on.
Oh, did you get blocked?
Did you make
Glenn?
Yeah, I made the cut.
Applause.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, he's as much of a YouTuber as I'm an. Okay. Really bad. So they just hate that you know, Jimmy and you guys are getting the attention because you're better at delivering the message. That's all it is. And it's not even a message of like, we believe this and we are stating this as fact. It is, hey, isn't this weird? That's basically all you guys say. That's basically all Graham Hancock does and Randall does. It's like, you know, I've done some studying and it looks like, you know, some water levels were here and here and here. Isn't that weird? That's it.
Yeah.
What can you do to explain this? And they just lose their freaking minds.
It's
They
sad.
do.
It's really
job
sad.
security. That's the part that makes no sense. It is job security. If it upends archaeology, guess what you guys have? More work to do. Lots more work for the rest of your lives.
I don't understand, because there could be, you know, especially when they are so they profess to be so, I mean, they're all professors. And then they profess to really care about their field of study and want to, you know, I've heard them say a lot of what their gripe is that with the ancient history crowd is that we're pulling away from real people, real interest in real learning, right? But they won't engage on a level to be able to do that with people, and they just make it like what you just described. There could be a level of just hey, I don't agree with you, but yeah, you know, like
more
you know,
people to the party. So that's their
Right.
mentality. Their small-minded thinking is there's only a finite number of curious people and you're stealing them all. That, like, content creators do that on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're stealing crowd from fucking Movie Sphere or whatever. And it's like, no, it's endless. It's endless. There's so many people, and Graham and Ancient Aliens and all these shows and Joe Rogan talking about it have brought so many new pairs of eyes to this.
Yeah.
And you can't put a number, as Graham likes to say, orders of magnitude more are interested in this than ever. In rocks, in old rocks. You guys made old rocks sexy, right? And like, yeah, that's great.
And
I think
fun.
it's awesome.
Really
And it should be fun. It should be fun. It should be fun to be able to, you know, and I love, you know, I've always loved, you know, like our friendship and your crowd, because there's this overlap of thought and an idea and exploration of ideas and things, right? So whether it's, you know, somebody's into sci-fi or ancient history, there's an overlap there, right? Because it does take creativity and uniqueness of thought to kind of, you know, it's like this open world that you can kind of create in and then see what kind of works and doesn't work. And
they have a foundation in mythology, both of them.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
But you guys are like the rock stars, though. That's such a good way of putting it as well. Like, and that sort of ego. Wondering if I remember Marcia's speech at the end. I never had a group so excited about rocks.
On our Peru trip, our guide, and Sophie, what's up? It's so good to see
Sophie. What's up, Sophie? We love you.
She's right. She was like, I've never seen anybody a group of people so pumped about rocks. It was like, I mean, I had to pull Marcia by a couple times, and I'm like, look, Marcia, like, what we want to do is walk around and not hear. We're interested in the history, but if you can give it to us on the bus, and then when we get there, let people loose, and you'll see everybody just completely have an amazing time. And so by day 2, I think we had that figured out on the Peru tour. And then it was just people walking around, pointing at rocks, looking at rocks, taking pictures of stuff that most groups never pay attention to.
It was so sad. She had I loved her, by the way. I miss her to death, and she was crying when we left.
I know.
It was very sad. It was like a family breaking up, you know.
Familia.
Like, I have never been on a tour crowd that much that got along that well. Like,
I know, it was so good.
Through being sick and everything, nobody fought, everybody was chill, everybody had a good time.
They really did.
Sophie was amazing. She was running around like a little zipper.
Sophie was funny because I'd see her, I'd look away, and she'd be gone.
She's gone.
Because, yeah, and then she'd be over there, and I'm like, "How did you do that?"
She reminds me. She was like Impulse.
Yeah.
Impulse. Yeah. No, it was so much fun. So, and Alec Baldwin's finger, I think he's in the chat. He was there. ABF was there. I hope a lot of you are going to Egypt and Japan. Is he going to Japan?
He just got his tickets to Japan.
Maybe Ryan to Japan. RK Outpost Ryan is going to Japan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was watching y'all's stream the other night, and when I just so happened the day before somebody jumped out of the Egypt trip, and so I tried to get that spot, but we're just too close.
Yeah, and I don't think he'd get his visa in time. And if he would have spoken up, because here's Ryan's my co-host on Friday Night Tyson, good friend, and I love him. He's like a son to me, an evil, angry son, but a son. Just out of the blue, he's like starts rattling off like the circumference of the world matching the pyramids, and I'm like, I had never heard him talk. As a matter of fact, a couple of months ago, he's all, "I'll never go to no damn third world country. You kidding me?" Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, he's like, "I want to go to Egypt." I'm like, You're effing with me right now. You're playing with me. You're gonna make fun of me now because for being in ancient civilizations." Then he just rattles off all this stuff. So I think he just went down the rabbit hole. Welcome. That's all I'm gonna say, Ryan, is welcome. It's a great rabbit hole to go down, that rabbit hole of truth. Atlantis was real.
Oh, 100%.
And it's
I
bottomless.
feel like it starts in Egypt for so many, most people. That's where it all begins. You start scratching the surface of all the stuff with like the pyramids and how basically everything we've told is a lie. And then, all of a sudden, you are figuring out how did they get it that close to true north? How did they get this? That's definitely where it starts. You guys are going to have the best time on that trip. What is the plan? Like you talk about the tours a lot, but like, how do they work? How do they run? Where do you go? Do we have time to get into it tonight? Is that a whole separate episode? I know you guys want to promote the Japan tour as well.
Yeah. We all arrive, meet up in a hotel, and then we go.
Mike, that is the worst description I've ever heard in my entire life.
That is a dude description. So I got all of that.
Really selling it.
And we do the thing, and it's great. And
we do the thing.
At some point we like.
And it's gonna be, and if you go, you're gonna love it.
It's like when my wife's asking me, like, if a friend went out on a date, tell me, like, did they have a good time? And I'm like, they went on a date and they had a good time. Well, more details. I'm like, what more details? They had a good time. They don't hate each other. That's it.
Yeah.
Good date.
What's your name?
Well,
go ahead and shout. No one knows.
I have no idea what her name is.
But you do. You go visit like the ancient sites. You go talk about them. People learn stuff. You have a good time. It's like a school trip, but like actually freaking awesome. Actually, I had some pretty cool school trips.
We take a little bit more of a traveler's slant. It's not gonna be like getting preached at and different stuff, or like having like want you to be able to have time to explore. And so that's been the real focus. I really tried to make that a focus in Peru, was that people had the opportunity to walk around and explore, because you can hear all the stuff later.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to tell people things on site, there's nothing that I hate personally worse than going to visit a place and then having to stop every few feet and be talked to about something I could read on Wikipedia, because that's what it is. And I can learn everything that I want to learn about something later or before. And so I really try to clear that time up when you're at a site, to be able to walk around and have your own experience and explore and be free, and not have to be grouped up together and told to stay there in one spot while a person talks at you. And so it's a bit more of a, look, it's here we go.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, free dress, love it.
There you go. There's your description summed up. Thanks, Mel.
Perfect.
Perfectly done, Mel. There we go.
When we were at Sacsayhuaman, and then we went up further to the Temple of the Moon. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. but off the beaten place where we like had to avoid the horse turds and just kept walking for like a quarter mile. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And we just did a big loop. Nobody's telling us what to do. We're out in the kind of the middle of nowhere, stray dogs running around, no real fences stopping us from doing anything. That was awesome.
But you can't do that logistically if if you have built-in time where you're getting lessons or talked to. Because if you have 40 people or whatever, like we have in Egypt, it can be a bit of a, I'd rather let people, hey, we have 3 hours, be back here at 15 till, explore. And if you have questions, me, myself, and so are going to be around, and we'll engage with those who want. And for those who just want to walk and take it in, because look, when you guys get to the pyramids, if you haven't been there before, you're going to stand there for 10 minutes just looking at this thing like,
maybe
what
30.
The fuck? Like, like what? And you don't want to be bothered sometimes when you're having a moment like that. Sacsayhuaman was the first ancient site I ever visited, and it changed my life, made me want to do what I'm doing. And so I want to replicate that experience for people, and hopefully that happened. I mean, I had a lot of good feedback from the Peru trip that was like that. So
awesome. I love that. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I couldn't imagine you guys running anything like that. There's an energy. I completely agree. Like, I was really lucky in that I traveled a lot as a child. It was the only thing my parents really spent a lot of money on, and it was very well spent. But we have video of us. I think it was in South Africa. My parents had friends who lived there, and so we got to go and stay with them. It makes everything so much cheaper. They took us up Table Mountain. In the background of the video, there's a guy talking about some like little rodent that lives up there and why their pee is so interesting. And that was him like talking to a tour. And I remember my dad to this day is like, I can't believe people paid to learn about some like rodent piss on the top of Table Mountain. Like, what? Because you're right. You do just want to kind of stand there in awe. That's awesome. I can't wait until we can come do a tour with you guys.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to share this. When I lived in Korea, I lived in Seoul for 2 years. And every year you get these winds that blow from the desert in China. Mm-hmm. And it blows dust over across the Korean peninsula.
From the Gobi Desert?
Yeah. And there's rat piss in the dirt. So much rat piss that it gives people infections and makes and so I'd be over there in the military base. I had a roommate that was he'd get sick over anything. He was just always sick, and it's just both of his eyes were swollen up and pussing, and he was just sick for he couldn't go outside.
Rat piss sickies.
I mean, you could walk outside and you could see the dust in the air, and people wore masks. This is back in 2000. Buddha rat piss, yeah.
Buddha rat piss.
It's a real thing, though. Yeah, it's a real thing.
What a geographical cock up it is to build a massive city somewhere that gets inundated with poison rat piss air.
Rat piss in the dust. Not very well thought out on that one.
No, and like the Koreans are usually like the smartest guys in the room. Like, just look at their entertainment sector. That's gonna like wipe out Hollywood eventually.
Yeah.
Look at all of their technology. Genius. They must have some of the smartest aliens there. But we could also get on a whole thing about you guys hear about the North Korean underground nuclear base that like blew itself up, but may have totally been like HARP or like DARPA that did it.
I didn't know like who did it. I haven't heard that part. That part's great. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Maybe it was the aliens. Who knows? Yeah, like North Korea had built this like massive underground nuclear facility. Then the whole place just blew its face off, basically. Wow. And there's like theories that it was like HARP or like DARPA or now potentially aliens. Wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, that's so gross. Rat piss.
It really is. And now I'm thinking like Melissa will remember there was a year where the Gobi Desert sand got kicked up so much it flew across the Pacific and dusted San Francisco when I lived there, and it made our skies orange.
Yes.
That's
what happened in Korea. Yeah,
That's
it's a real
insane.
thing.
Yeah.
Like that is such a I don't think people realize how big the Pacific is. Like if you've never flown, like I've never flown across it. I don't
It's
know.
a haul.
Like I've never flown across it because I've always gone the other way. But it is enormous. It's literally half the planet. Like for that to be carried, that my geography brain is just I want to throw up. That's insane.
That's got to be your favorite flight, Gary, crossing the Pacific.
Right? We'll be doing it.
How long does it take? Like, how long does it take you guys? How long is it going to take you to get to Japan?
Oh, that's like a 10 to 12-hour flight, I think.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, you just get business class and you're good to go.
Business class. You're damn right. I'm getting business class.
Just take an Advil PM and get like one of those little pillows and just the whole flight. You'll be great.
I don't think there's I can't get, I'm sober. So like, I could do an Advil PM, but that would not put me to sleep. I get too worked up. Yeah.
That's fair.
Have you tried
a big pussy on a plane?
Have you tried the beta blockers? I was telling Mel about them.
I don't know, man. She gave me something that kind of worked. It was like some gummy, but it wasn't those kind of gummies. It was like another kind of gummy that was normal. And that was cool. But you know what else helped? Business class, Michael.
Every time.
Every
time.
time.
It doesn't help.
It makes flying so much better. It just does. Dude, our Egypt flights are like it's stupid, but it's worth it.
Wait, how long is it going to take you guys to get to Egypt? This is all like the boring geography questions now. I know, but I love it.
So we're flying to the UK, 4-hour layover, and then what is it, 6 hours to Cairo?
If that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on which way the wind's going. That's not so bad though. Like I used to do the Morocco. I mean, that's like an easy, just nip straight down. But yeah, that whole north. Like again, people forget how tiny that part. Like Europe is tiny.
It is.
Like it's so small.
When you see like for 47 pounds, you can visit Greece on a 1-hour flight. It's like, what? That's insane.
It used to cost. There was one time my dad flew to France from Bristol, and it cost him more to park his car in Bristol Airport than it was to fly return for like a week and a half or whatever it was. I mean, that was back in the days. That was back in the day where you could politely ask for an upgrade and usually get one as well.
I'm looking at Portugal right now. Portugal has a passive income visa, and the lowest one, so it's something like 850 euros, which is like $1,000. If you make $1,000 passive income, you can move over there. If you live there for 5 years, you get a visa, dual citizenship. You get your citizenship, I'm sorry, and then you get your passport, your dual citizen, and dual passport, whatever, all that. And then you can live anywhere in the EU after those 5 years. I'm thinking about doing that and just living over there and exploring places for 5 years until I get that passport and then bouncing around. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Portugal is fun. I like Portugal.
Italy does it too, but it's higher.
Yeah. I don't know. Someone just put in the chat like it's being inundated with something. Oh, yeah, like that's the thing that I always forget about Europe these days. It's like all the refugees end up there, but none of them are women and children.
Yeah, all military age.
It's all military aged males. Exactly. I'm not scared to say it. I'm from there.
There you go.
It's all military age males, and I don't know. I was like talking to a friend the other day who's like does some military stuff. This is not the other day. This is a while ago actually, which is kind of scary. And she was just like, "Oh yeah, if fundamentalist Islam wanted to like take over Europe right now, they'd probably win. They don't have guns like the normal like regular folks that were like born and raised there. They don't have guns." And it's like, "Oh, okay, cool." But you ditch us and go to Portugal, Mike. It's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fine, just leave us, Mike. No. It's insane during COVID times. Oh, okay, there's a new rock star. That's so nice. Just my accent.
That's really awesome.
Mike is the reason that all of this is happening, by the way. Like, we just started talking shit on social media one day, and then it was just like, we found our fam. And Carrie, I'm so glad that we got to meet. This was wonderful.
Yeah. This is great.
Ship the book already. I got mine put in.
Wait. Are you doing a book too, Gary?
I'm doing a book. It's
bless you.
Thanks. It came in, so I have to do some. I have to sign some, and then they'll start shipping it out soon.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Well, you got to tell us when you can come on and to promote it more, and we'll just talk book. But you also got to send us the links so we can share the links with everyone. And I want to buy a copy.
It will be
writing a book is really hard.
Yeah, Sammy, can you drop the link there in the chat?
Oh, I had help. Okay, because I
can't it's in the description too.
But
yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. But it's a memoir, but it's like a sobriety one. So it's all the crap I went through in my life and how met my wife and got sober and it's from prison to YouTube. It says it in the title.
Oh, that's a fucking great title.
I
And
love it.
those are the kinds of books.
The lateral move.
Those are literally. Oh my god,
man! And by the way, your goal numbers there. How amazing is that? I mean, you
crazy.
Just crushed the goals. If anybody goes to check that out, it's like that's incredible. So the demand, that's got to feel really good. Are you going to have books and stuff at the conference?
Maybe. Yeah, we should. And then I mean, this was a pre-order, so it'll be available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and all that later in the year. Once we get these all shipped out, and I'm trying to get the audiobook done, but
are you going to read it?
I am reading it, and
that's
not easy. It's not easy.
If it's anything like trying to get Mike to record his voiceovers, I feel
come on,
yeah. You need to have God bless your wife for her patience.
Oh my gosh.
Putting up with you.
Oh my god. Yeah. She must really love me after this whole book thing.
No, people don't realize. I finished my first book. It's not coming out till next year, maybe.
Nice.
No. It's my first one. It's going to be trash, but thank you. But yeah,
I'll read it.
Okay, maybe. But okay, no, ignoring my stuff. We need to talk about the fact, Manager K now, you have to have your book at the conference. It's right before Christmas. People will buy it for themselves as a Christmas present. People will buy it for their friends as a Christmas present. And it's a signed copy, and it'll probably be a first edition. That's a big deal. That's inheritance level literature right there. Oh. So you got to do it.
Yeah, you're going to have to use a lot of that arthritis cream on your old man hands. Signing
all right.
books.
I'll get the Biden auto pen out and I'll just do that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. Well, let's plug your stuff, man. Let's what do we got? We've got the conference.
We got Japan. We got the conference December 5th through 7th, Scottsdale. Lovely part of Arizona. I love Arizona. We almost moved there. Just there's too many Californians.
I know.
But yeah, Japan's gonna be cool. So Megalithic Japan, and it's gonna be Michael Collins and Quarter Black Garrett and his wife, Mrs. Nerdrotic's going, Melissa. Adam Krigler's gonna go, and his wife. Right, you're bringing your wife, right, Adam? You're not gonna leave her behind. That'd be a dick move. Ryan Kinnell, ABF. So some of the Peru crew is gonna go. This is going to be amazing. We got a little anime side trip, so we can go to Hot Toys and go look at some action figures.
Yeah, so awesome. The add-on options there will be live here pretty soon for people to select. And yeah, I'm really happy about that one. The anime add-on is it's the third one down. It is after the tour, you can do an add-on. And that'll be all things anime, manga, comics, fun. We're going to do the Mario Kart. We're going to Hot Toys. We're doing the Godzilla store. We're doing the Hello Kitty, the birthplace of Hello Kitty, I think. It's like a park with thousands of Hello Kitties. So a bunch of stuff on that one. But the main tour will be megaliths during the day and Osaka and Tokyo nightlife at night.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Stop it. I'm just seeing the pricing, and I'm like,
it's really hard to get this down to a really affordable price. Yeah,
that's insane. That's just that's such a good deal, and I'm not just saying that because I'm friends with you. That's actually an amazing deal.
Yeah,
this easily could have been $49.95, but we worked really hard on the route, and one of the reasons was because we're doing less changes the way we ended up organizing the whole trip. So now we're only moving once, which is always fun on a tour when you don't have to move hotel rooms a whole bunch of times. It's just makes things easier. So we're only moving one time. We'll be in Osaka for the whole first part of the tour, and then Tokyo for the second half.
That's amazing. It's literally just like, hey friends, you want to go to like one of the coolest places on earth and do like the coolest stuff we could possibly do there from like across the spectrum of all of the cool stuff that we're into, which is pretty freaking diverse. Yeah.
So let me just encourage people also, because Gary just pushed this out. What, Sunday? You did a little pre-release.
Well, I on Friday Night Tights, I blabbed it out to about 15,000 people. Well, actually on Rumble, about 18,000 people. So
we've already sold 15 tickets as of today.
Wow.
And there's 40 spots. So I should probably shouldn't have put that out yet, because there's a few people on our crew that still need to get snatch up y'all's tickets very fast, right? But yeah, we're good. We've already moved 15 tickets in 1 day, 2 days.
That's so freaking cool.
This tour is definitely going to sell out. Japan's just amazing,
and it's just a few months away. It's not even that far away.
Yeah, May.
So it's like 6 months away.
6 months away,
give or take.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And then the conference as well. So many opportunities. See, this is probably another thing that like Flint and all those guys hate. And obviously I'm like, homebound right now. So hypocrite time. But like the fact that we all go and hang out together actually in person. And there really isn't that kind of competition in this field. Like everyone gets along with everyone. Everyone's friends with everyone. Everyone's interested in what everyone else has to say, because we all find our own little bits of proxy data and have our own little like takes on stuff, and it helps like evolve our thinking on everything. Also, we're just like really nice people and we just want to hang out. But it's so nice being able to like extend that. And I mean, like, I know kids that are going and doing archaeology degrees now because of people like Graham.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I figure if I get like this one chick, my friend's daughter was like, well, yeah, if I get into it now, then by the time I'm like done and have my PhD, then I can actually change the field to be more representative of people like us who are into this stuff. So I just love it. You guys are creating like such a wonderful hub for everyone to get together and hang out and cultivate community, but also like real world change in fields of science. And I love that because I'm a science nerd. And it's special, and I feel so special and involved. So you just said you don't need a visa for Japan. I didn't know that. I'm just going to change the subject entirely.
Do we?
No, she says you don't need one.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, and it's a no-tip country.
That's one of the few good things about Britain. That's why I used to steal money when I worked in bars. But yeah, it's a good deal.
I just want to say too, we just launched the single day passes for the conference.
Oh,
so we got single days in the live stream.
Yeah, if you're out there, you got to come. Kay, are you doing?
We're going to be at the hospital for this first one, and if that goes well, then everyone else will be at home. Hopefully, after that, even though my husband goes white when I tell him things like that. He's like, no.
Oh, Krigler was in the chat tonight.
Krigler. Yo. Male model. He went through his model White Claw phase. He's still going through it a little bit. Male model.
I mean, it's a hard one. You never really leave it behind,
No. when he walks down a sidewalk, it's like a runway to him. He's got his duck lips out. He's all
I used to be that way. I used to do it every now and again when I was feeling really crappy about myself, but now I've gained 35 pounds in the space of 20-25 weeks.
But it's a human.
Yeah, it's a human to be expected.
Also just like an entire cake in one day, because why would I not eat an entire cake in one day some days?
That sounds good.
It's kind of nice.
It does sound good.
I've never been able to eat like this ever. And
when we go to Japan, there's that famous walk, I can't remember something crossing, where it's like all the crossways, in Japan.
Oh yeah.
We've got to get Adam. We need to film Adam walking walking that, doing his
like
runway walk.
like doing a Zoolander right down. Hell yeah!
Yes.
Hell yeah!
Incredible History
What's
is in the
up,
chat
Incredible
tonight.
History?
Heck yeah.
What's up, brother? He said Project Bluebeam's final act for the.
Oh yeah.
They will pull out Bluebeam. That is I 100%. Once the military industrial complex is squeezed all the blood out of all the war turnips, they will use that for sure.
Oh, I believe it. As soon as they want to like cultivate that one world order, like we're just gonna see it all coming down from the sky. I'm just waiting for it. Sometimes I'll sit out on the porch and be like, "It's today the day." Jose Ataco, nice to see you again this week.
One of our other last week's winners. We're gonna give away some tickets again. Here real quick.
Saturday. I saw him on Saturday at SpaceCon. What's up,
Did
brother?
you?
Oh,
All right. Yeah, he lives in. Oh, I don't want to put him on blast. Sorry.
He lives near me.
That's
and he won tickets to the conference.
Sweet.
Last week.
Sweet.
And then here is an amazing super chat. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Movie, man. 2018, so you must be good peeps. You got my sub. Keep it up, Gary. Ship the book already.
Yeah.
I will ship the book as soon as I can. This is a good sub right here. These are good people. These are good people.
Thank you so much, guys. This like means the world. It's literally like, I don't know. I can't believe that it's not work, really, is it? It's just hanging out with friends, like all you.
I look forward to this every week. I'm like I said earlier, I'm surprised you ladies keep coming back. I don't know.
I love it. This is like
it's our social time.
It's
great.
Yeah. I get to stay in my house.
I see my friends now more than ever, and they all live in the UK and Australia, and
that's wild.
And I get to insult them.
I always wonder, the guys that live overseas, like they must be up at like crazy hours to do these streams.
Yeah, Shad is up at like 5 a.m. to do Friday Night Tights, and then like Disbrew and Az and Mahler, when he comes on, they're up until 2 or 3 in the morning pretty regularly. But they're up, those nerds are playing video games anyway at those hours, so don't listen to them complain. They're already up. Hi, Trish. Trish Page is great.
Heck yeah. And Sophie, thank you again as well. Like, and guys, don't forget your sun cream in Egypt.
And there's my wife who's downstairs.
Seems incredibly cool. I hope I get to meet you both in person in the next year. That will be great.
Yeah,
I know.
Once you have your
little... be great. We've got a new member. Bring Back Movie Magic, who's just been hooking it up tonight because also gave away 10 memberships.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much.
Gosh, thank you.
You're awesome.
That's insane.
And another.
We also do need to bring back Movie Magic.
And another.
I was thinking that. Oh my God, F1 Hatchet. We got so many lovely people. This means so much. I feel so special.
You guys are all right. Chat.
You guys are all right. We like your people, Gary.
Yeah, they're good folks.
Well, I mean, they support special needs people like myself, so they have big hearts. They have big hearts.
Oh, that's so good.
Gary helped me stay sane during the COVID times, and I found so many great, sexy rock people through him. Kay is a new rock star I found tonight, and she's amazing. Thank you, Michael, for a great show. Oh, that's sweet. We put this one up before, but that's a nice shout out. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a nice shout out. Thank you for the gift as well. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just a blessing. This is always a blessing. We always say we're only going to do an hour, and look at us here.
I know. Well, that was the original plan, and then
so
I think we said an hour, 2 hours felt really good, and then we was like, you know what, just whatever. So let's do the. Do we got enough time for the giveaway real quick, Gary, and then we'll let you get away from us.
Let's do it.
All right. So Sammy's gonna spin the dial behind camera, and if we can get a little applause here while she does that. We're ready to go. She's gonna pick us out.
It's really just me closing my eyes and hoping I land.
But here's the problem. I knew it. I already knew it. I knew it was. I knew immediately he was going to be the first one to win it. We can't give Incredible History a ticket because he's speaking at the conference.
Yeah, he's going to be there.
So get out of here.
Well, so maybe this will give people another minute to donate or to get their
jump
money.
in, yeah.
Jump in.
Jump in.
So we're doing 2 ticket giveaways, but yeah, Will does not qualify. He's already on.
He's
there.
already got a free ticket.
Already got a free ticket. What are you
Yeah,
doing,
come
Will?
on, Will.
Trying to steal people's tickets? How dare you?
Greedy mofo.
Okay, we'll try this again.
I think one of my Twitter followers is in the chat. How's Sean Bean K? That cat is a freaking terrorist. That's how Bean is.
That's my wife.
That's your wife.
My wife.
Going.
That's my wife.
That's my wife.
Agent Bossy Boots.
Agent Bossy Boots.
That's a great name. I love
That's a
that.
great name.
So she's already getting a ticket.
She's already got a ticket. Okay.
Yeah.
We're just giving people more time to give us more money.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Who we got?
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, I also want to give a shout out to Deborah Slack in the chat for
Sophie.
coming over here for
Wait, didn't Sophie win last week?
No,
She did
No.
win last week. I don't think she
When you
did.
coming to America, Sophie?
but Sophie's in Peru.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But Sophie, you're our first winner of the night, and we can work out off screen if you decide that if you can't make it to America for the conference, we will let you we'll just give you the ticket anyway, so you can give it to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know plenty of people up here.
I'm sure there's also going to be future conferences that we could probably hold it over for, give you a little bit more time if you do want to come out and visit. And you should come out and visit because you sound amazing.
I got an
I wanna
interview
hang
for
out
my
with you.
visa in 2027. Is that America
Oh.
holding it up?
Yeah.
Can we sponsor you? Can we make it go faster? I
No.
know
And if
somebody.
you are going to get sponsored, do it under Trump because like my last
yeah.
visa that got renewed under Trump. Okay. No one ever talks about this. Under Obama and under Biden, paid for the expedited process, took months, was supposed to take 2 weeks. Under Trump, filed on a Friday, approved on a Monday. I
Boom.
was a liberal, social, liberal Democrat type person when I moved to California. That place will red pill you. Being here under Trump, I'm a conservative Christian and it's the best.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give Sophie a digital pass. We're gonna give her a pass to the live stream. That's the way to do it. So
That's the way to
Sophie,
do it.
email me or DM me, and I'll get all that worked out and get you a live stream pass or an in-person pass, whichever works for you. Your choice.
Amazing.
Big brain.
Yeah. All right. So one more to give away.
Okay, let's see.
Drum roll.
It's gonna be Will again.
Gotta be a drum. Why isn't there a?
There's definitely a drum roll.
I have a.
That's
I
the
have a
gong.
I love it.
Amazing and deserved. Bring back movie magic. Gets the
Heck
second
yeah.
ticket.
Ah.
Pam.
Love it.
Congratulations.
So what you're going to want to do is get in touch with me, DM me on social media, or shoot me an email, and I'll go over all the steps to get that to you as soon as possible, whether in person or live streamed, whatever works for you. So 2 winners for the week. That's amazing. What a good episode. This has been really wonderful. People won things.
Mary, thank you
It's
so
nice when
much.
people win things. I'm glad we found the drum roll. Amazing.
Bongo roll. Is that a perfect? That's a.
And on that note, feeding the ducks.
That's right. Everybody feeds the ducks.
I don't want to know.
I don't want it. I don't want to.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to.
You don't want to know. You really don't.
Thank you, chat, for hanging out. And thank
Yes,
you
thank
for bringing
you.
so many people in. Like, this was huge and amazing and magical and just so much fun. And I really hope the aliens don't invade before the conference and before we all get to hang out. Or maybe they will. And we'll just converge in some commune that we build.
Yep.
We got little ham radios and stuff for the apocalypse.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. We'll find
I
Put
got
on
it.
some Adidas and some purple shirts and go hang out behind a comet. That's what we'll do.
I'm here for it.
Gary, you got anything coming up people need to know about?
He's finishing his book and the audiobook.
Finishing the audiobook. Just released a video ripping apart some a-hole who called Tolkien racist.
Nice.
A doctor at the University of Nottingham, speaking of academics, so F them.
Mhm.
And then Friday Night Tights.
Heck yeah.
Friday Night Tights.
Friday Night
Hell.
Tights.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, man.
Always
Thanks
a
for having me.
pleasure hanging out. What a good time.
Yeah,
I'll be seeing you soon. Couple weeks.
that's right. I'll be seeing it. God, it's really coming up fast, isn't it?
I know. And then right after that, got another thing. You just can't get rid of me.
I know. I didn't even think about that until like a couple of days ago. I'm like, that's 2 weeks after we get back from, or a week and a half after we get back from Egypt. I'm gonna be tore up, dude.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
I can't. I don't know how you do it. But you got a good team behind you.
Yeah, there's good people. My wife will prop me up, and
My
wife. My wife. Yeah, it's good. I'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
Everything's
Business
gonna be
class.
great.
It'll be
It's
great.
fine.
It's all good.
Business class. What jet lag? You guys are
Everything
gonna
is
be
fine.
great.
I just won't
I
eat
found
any
an
food over there.
article I wrote on Lord of the Rings making you an extreme right winger. I forgot about that. I forgot that was a thing.
That is a thing that
Social
crops
media.
up every year. That it either makes you right wing, racist. Tolkien's always been racist. They connected it with a Hobbit summer camp in Italy. That was a fascist summer camp that supposedly the new PM went to. They come up with some crazy shit.
There's some stupid people out there who have
Really
way
stupid.
too much time on their hands. That's insane.
Yep.
That's kind of sad, really. Oh, well,
It
I'm
is.
excited to see your video on it. Heck yeah.
Well, I mean, I just us nerds will just point out like how wrong that guy is, and maybe he should read a book before he has a whole course on it.
Yeah.
Because it's stupid that to even think that like that train of thought, like the orcs are black people. And if you see orcs as black people, you told on yourself. You really are.
Yeah. It's always weird how they're the first ones to say stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
It's like all the people that were attacking, like we were talking about this last week with all those people attacking Graham, where they're just like, oh, all of your ideas are racist because like you're saying that all of these like different cultures and tribal groups, like that they were part of some like ancient civilization, blah 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 blah. And I was like, isn't it racist to think that they couldn't have been part of some, like, isn't it racist just to completely ignore everything that they've built their entire culture and faith on? Anyway, everyone's racist except for us.
That's right. My diversity hires are awesome. So
yeah.
We'll see Ryan on Forbidden Frontier. Yes.
Let's do it. Okay.
Let's do it. All right.
I'm closing out. Let's do it.
Awesome.
Right.
Well, Gary,
thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure. This was tons of fun.
What happened to the music?
Yeah, we'll have to do it again.
Where'd the music go?
So much fun. We'll do it
Are we
again.
going out on music?
Let's feed the ducks.
There we go.
Wait, are we all going out, or is?
I guess I am.
I'm gonna hang out. We're gonna
boot Gary, and then we'll keep doing our own thing.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Let's do it again. You guys are awesome.
Definitely.
Thank you,
You're the
Gary.
best. Thank you, Gary.
Bye, Gary.
Bye.
Okay, I wanted to make sure this got up.
Oh, thank you, Mugwai guy. 675 for the $2. Will there be another Discord meet before Egypt? Will
There is another Discord meeting. Hold on, I've got my calendar right here. I put an email out, and I think it's going to be drum roll. The 5th. November 5th, 7 p.m. Next Discord meeting for the Egypt tour. That'll be the last one. Then we're on. Then we're just there. Then we're going. Yeah. What a
crazy. You guys have.
I
didn't realize how much you have coming up.
Oh yeah, it's just back to back. But how much better is this than something else.
It's gonna be like, what a dream. Everything is just like a dream come true. It's wonderful, and you guys are gonna have the best time. So yeah, everyone go get your conference tickets. I can't remember. Sorry, it's late for me, and I can't remember what else I was gonna say. But
Well, chat was great tonight. We had a bunch of amazing engagement.
Chat was on fire tonight. There were so many things I wanted to respond to, but I was like, I didn't want to break up the flow. But it was just like everyone who came over from Nerdrotics and Gary's channel, God bless you, and thank you for hanging out with us.
That's such a cool overlapping of how was I talking to you about this maybe at some point, how there's just this really cool overlap between the communities of like the way that we think and look at the world. And most of us, like myself, are hugely into things like comics and sci-fi and the different types of stuff that Gary covers and things. And there's an overlap because I think the mindset is just this creative mindset of ideas and stuff that easily moves over to ancient history. Or you might have a little bit more of a bookish nerd type of a take on the ancient history side, right? Yeah, there you go.
I love being
that's why we gel so well.
But I like all the sci-fi stuff too. I mean, the sci-fi stuff and the way it crosses over with like even just like culture, you know, stuff that was sci-fi when we were growing up is like real now. Like when you think about AI, things like it's insane.
My friend sent me a picture the other day from when we were sitting on a couch together looking at something I was holding, and I think we were like 17 years old, 16 years old, and I asked her, I was like, what are we looking at? Because it looked like I was holding a phone. I was like, these phones that we have now, they didn't even exist back then. We didn't even have the internet, you know, however many years ago that was in the mid 90s. And she's like, no, I think that was a mini Etch-a-Sketch. I was like, oh my God, that's how old we are. It was like drawing an Etch-a-Sketch, and I was showing it to her, and we're both looking at it, and it looked like a phone, but it was from the mid 90s, so I knew there was no way that was a phone. It's a different world we live in right now. I feel really lucky to have like grown up in a time when it was like all happening. Like there were no computers when I was a kid, and then they were in the classrooms a little bit, and then phones started coming out, and then I remember wanting a pager. I'm really aging myself now. And then I was living in Korea when cellular phones started coming out, and the whole craze over there at the time was everything needed to be as small as possible. So you had phones that were like this big.
It's like from Zoolander.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was thinking about that. Yeah. We were at dinner on Saturday night with some friends of ours, and the wife said to the husband, like, go and get what like their eldest son's been playing with. And he goes and pulls a teeny tiny like flip phone that's like this big off the shelf, and he's just like, yeah, like kids just like obsessed with this flip phone. This was like my real cell phone back in the day. And even John, like my husband, was like, oh wow, that was like a bougie phone. That was like a really bougie. Like I never had a flip phone. I went straight from like a brick to I saved up my money, and when I was in uni I bought a second-hand, probably a third-hand BlackBerry, because that was like the cool thing to have. But no, it's like it's wild. I feel so grateful that I didn't grow up with like you said, like computers and all of that kind of stuff, like the formative years. And then we had like computer classes in school where we had to learn how to type and stuff like that. I know when the computer broke yesterday, I was like, there was part of my brain that was, well, I was nervous because I knew I wanted to do this today, but there was another part of my brain that was just like, maybe I do just go live in a cave. You know, like,
I mean, one of my favorite parts of traveling to all these places that I go to, especially the more far out ones, is that once I get there, I have no connection and service. So I'll sometimes go for like a week or two without service. And it's just like, it takes a few days to like get used to that and stop pulling my phone out of my pocket, checking things even though I can't, to just get out of that habit and then settle in, and then just it's like it's so nice. I just end up relaxing and being present where I'm at instead of engaged mentally continuously with the world. And it's really nice. It's one of my favorite parts about traveling.
When people get to see the Easter Island video that you're going to finish before you go to Egypt.
It's not on me anymore. It's on Sammy.
I'm never going to say anything bad to Sammy ever.
Wait, what? I literally just zoned out. What?
It's been a long one tonight.
What did you say?
We're talking about the Easter Island video.
I was actually working on it today. It is on me, 100%.
I did the voiceover. I finally
did the voiceover. It's on me.
Okay, good. Well, I would never speak to you the way I speak to Mike. With way too much respect for you, Sammy. But no, like that was one of the things though that you talked about a lot when we were going through sort of the background, the backstory, and the stuff you really wanted to communicate about Easter Island is like how maybe not so much the technology because they have like Starlink now, but just the fact that you can't get access to a lot of the normal stuff that you'd get access to on the mainland, and how after a couple of days or even just like a couple of hours it really forces you to live in the present. I think that's just like that's beautiful. It just like forces you to adapt.
It was nice. That Easter Island experience was strange because it was 6 months before I was there, they had no internet.
That's crazy.
And then they got Starlink, and that was one of the things we noticed was the little, I think it's Hongaroa, the little town. There's only one town on the island. We went out to dinner, and there's like nobody down in the town. And we were like, "What is going on?" And I talked to somebody there, the locals, and they were like, everybody used to come into town in the evenings and socialize, and nobody does that anymore since we got Starlink. They're all at home watching Netflix." And that was just really sad, And I found myself, the things that I usually, when I'm in places without internet at night and going to bed and stuff, I am able to like kind of slow down and turn off. But because they had Starlink there at the place that we were staying, I was just on my phone at night. I'm like doing reels, posting stuff and things from traveling around. And it's there's good and bad to it, but it definitely, like, not having access to the internet forces you to be more present in where you are at in real life and locally and within your community and things. And that was really interesting seeing that firsthand.
When you were in Britain, so when I was growing up, I like my Christmas present to my parents every year is I get them like a Netflix subscription because they like Netflix. I love my trash TV, my reality TV. New season of Selling Sunset coming out in the next couple of days. I'm so excited. It's basically the only thing I use, like that and my murder documentaries. I can't watch the scary dramatization ones, but all the rest, love them. Love my crazy Netflix documentaries. Love my reality shows. But growing up, it was that, or you had like just, your regular TV. And if you had loads of money, like if you were born in like a London suburb, somewhere like that, you would have all of the channels. If you grew up where I grew up, maybe you had a friend with Disney Channel or Cartoon Network or something like that. It was only if you went to that like fancy friend's house you could watch those things. Yeah. Otherwise, it just wasn't, people didn't have it. And so that kind of maintained our pub culture and like our community. And like, I talk a lot of crap about Britain because, well, like everyone else I've spoken to who's garnered any kind of success in anything non-standard in Britain, your family, your friends, everyone in Britain is going to be your tiniest supporter. If you're really lucky, they'll mostly just talk down to you. If you do anything outside the norm, they don't like that. But they do have an amazing pub culture, and they do have that kind of consistent, let's go out every weekend. And it's because most people in Britain would rather spend 10, 20 quid going out, having a pint and a kebab than spend that on, a Hulu subscription or Sky or one of those other things. Reroll my win, please. I can't make it. Oh no, we're gonna give you the live stream.
Yeah, we'll give you the live stream.
Yeah,
We'll send you a live stream
that's
pass
so
so you can
kind of
watch
you.
at home.
You're
Yeah.
sweet. But yeah, I think, I don't know, is it the same? I haven't been there in like almost 10 years, so I say that. I'm just going off the back of my friends who don't have any money
It's
and go
one
to
of
the
the
pub.
now I don't really drink or party anymore, you know. I'm not as sober as Gary, but I definitely don't get down like I used to, right? So, but that's one of the things that I've always loved about being over in the UK or even Ireland is that pub culture. It's totally different than America, right? I mean, America is like binge drinking weekends and stuff. And if you go over to like the UK and places, you can walk into places and people will be hanging out all day long in a pub, you know, and having fun together, and without this like seeming drive to just get wasted, right? Obviously everybody is drinking and a lot of people do get wasted, but it doesn't feel so forced, and there's community and you guys sing
And
songs
collective
together
singing?
that you know.
Yes. I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
The bar just breaks out in song.
Yeah.
I
It's
want
crazy.
to experience that.
Okay,
is
I don't know if you
fun.
knew this, but my full name's Michael Collins. I was named after the Irish revolutionary Michael Collins. They did a movie with Liam Neeson playing Michael Collins and Julia Roberts. So he's a
I
huge
didn't know
figure
that.
in
Yeah.
Ireland, because my family on both sides is from Ireland. And when I went over there, anytime I pull my ID out, they would just flip out that my name was Michael Collins over in Ireland, and I get free drinks because they have Michael Collins whiskey over there too. So I just get poured Michael Collins whiskey. And I was over there during St. Patrick's Day. I was just shit-faced, so shit-faced the whole time. Everywhere I went, I'd pull out my ID and they'd just be like, just pouring me drinks for free of whiskey. It was crazy. As soon as I got to the point where I just started telling people my whole name everywhere I went because I was getting free drinks.
That is such a hack. I love that. I need to figure out who I can like name my child after, that the same thing will happen for them now.
It was pretty
Wait,
cool.
do you not have a middle name? Do you have a middle
Edward.
name? Oh, okay. I don't have a middle name, so I always love to. You want a middle name? Edward. That's a good. You've got like the most sensible name ever, except for when you're in Ireland, especially on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah,
that's so good. That's so good.
Yeah.
There's a comment here. I don't know where it's gone.
Oh, I had one to pull up. I would love to go to Argentina. I've been to Argentina, but only to the southern part in Patagonia. I spent a lot of time going all through Patagonia, exploring all of South America there at the very southern tip down to that town called Ushuaia. I can't remember. It's the southernmost town there at the tip of South America. But I spent time going through Argentina and driving through Patagonia, which was crazy. But I'd love to get up further into the country.
I would love to go to Patagonia. There's a lot of Welsh in Patagonia, a lot of Welsh people. So a lot of sheep farming.
Yeah,
and
a lot of Europeans. Ushuaia or whatever. Yeah.
Well, do you know like the racist thing about Welsh people that the English say about us?
What?
Have you heard our nickname?
Yeah, tell me.
They call us sheep shaggers. Because I guess back in the day, if you got caught cattle rustling, it was a big no-no. You get in a lot of trouble. And so people, if they got caught, would say, oh no, we were just shagging the sheep, because there wasn't really like, you weren't going to really get in trouble for that. Like that's sort of the story of where it comes from. But I think it's just some BS that the English came up with, because sheep outnumber people like 5-1 in Wales. We eat a lot of lamb, which is when I go to Aldi out here and I see that like a small rack of lamb, like the small rack is like $20. I'm like, what? I could raise like 10 sheep for that. Like, you're insane. But yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you, Sophie. There is a big Welsh community in Patagonia, and I've heard apparently they actually speak Welsh, but it's like different kind of dialect to what it used to be. It is a yikes, but we're not really sheep shaggers. And it's so funny whenever I was at university, people be like, oh, like you're a sheep shagger. If I was with a group of Welsh people, all we'd have to do is kind of just like turn and look, and they'd be like, oh, sorry, yeah, sorry, because they all think we're crazy because we are.
It should have been EWE, right? I think that's what she meant. Trish, good to see you in the comments, Trish.
So good. Thank you, Trish. That was a great setup. Oh my gosh, that was so good.
We'll do it. We'll do it. Bring back movie magic. Thank you. We'll do it. We'll do it right now. I will give it 5 minutes if anybody else wants to jump in. And thank you for putting that back in, and thank you for all the super chats tonight. Really lovely to have you and have you come over and found us today and subscribed. Thank you. We'll do another roll here in a minute. We'll make Sammy do another roll. This time we will.
What do you call a Welshman with a sheep and a goat?
Do a drum roll.
The bongo drum roll.
Stan bot. That was a great comment. My dog is called Stan.
Your dog is what?
My dog is called Stan, and someone in the chat called Stanbot said, "What do you call a Welshman with a sheep and a goat?" Bisexual. That made me laugh a lot. That's probably my husband just like coming in like using like a dummy account. And thank you also Bring Back Movie Magic for the $10. That's like, you are so generous. Like I know.
And gifting 10 memberships. I hope that everyone I hope they all went to someone. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works either, but it's just like so flippin' generous and loving. And I just want to say thank you. God bless you. We love you a lot.
Love you all.
Yeah.
More than sheep.
I wish I'd never told you this crap. I finally found something to rip me back about. Well done, me.
I'm in the free and clear right now. I can full court press because I did my audio. So you can't throw it in my face right now.
Stop snorting. I can't throw it in your face right now.
Giveaway.
Yeah, I was going through and trying to clear out some of the ones that I know wouldn't. Okay.
Who's East 10 out?
Well,
so much.
We can't do East 10 either because he's part of the production crew helping.
Get you out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Also,
but still,
here.
Cody, really happy to see you here.
Yeah, and I love your X account, Cody. So is it Cody? Is that his name? East 10
Cody,
Outpost.
yeah.
Yeah, I love your X account. It's so much fun. It's a great follow. Thank you for hanging out with me on the socials.
Here we go.
Hey.
Oh, that's awesome. Bean would want it. So Bean is my cat that I've been posting about on Twitter all day today. Bean would want it to be that way. That little psychopath.
You've been chosen by Bean.
I need to go find Bean. He's probably out killing stuff right now. He loves to kill stuff. So
JD Vintage Auto, what you're going to want to do is get a hold of me on social media or email, and I will go through the steps to getting that ticket over to you. And that's going to be great. We'll get to see you in Arizona for the conference. Yay.
This is so lush. I'm going to find you on, message me on X too, and I'll follow you back. That's the other thing that I need to start doing is following people back on social media because I'm terrible at it.
I know. It's a job.
What is this?
Can you say the long Sydney name? Oh, let me get it up, and I can, if I read it, I can say it. Welsh town name long. There we go. Llanfair Pwllgwyn Gil Gorgerich. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Gwyngerich Chwarin Drob Will Sant Go. Yeah. So I nailed that.
How many letters is that?
It's, let me see how many. I can't even count how many that is. here. I don't know if you can see. Let me get it up on my phone because it's just so silly.
So I did a thing when I
Let me just text it to you, Sammy. It's so long. So basically it translates to St. Mary's Church in the Hollow of White Hazel near the Rapid Whirlpool and the Church of St. Cilio near the Red Cave. Which actually makes total sense. Actually, geographically. Here we go. I found it. It's so long. It's so stupid. But yeah, Llanfair, Pwllgwyn, Gillgorgerich. Do you know what's so funny is I literally absolutely nailed the pronunciation not a month ago because it came up on a video we were watching on YouTube, me and John, and I was just like, here we go. And I absolutely nailed it. And it was way better than whatever that attempt was because I don't have a brain anymore. Where do you live? Answer. Oh gosh, I don't even know.
Yes, I can. Is that what you want us to do? I'd be happy to do that. Okay, Trish,
That's
get a hold
so
of me.
sweet.
Sophie is gifting her ticket to you. That's amazing. What a giving chat tonight.
Just like so much love.
I know. Everybody, all the tickets were won and then given away to people that really are wanting them and look like they wanted help getting them. So how cool is that? Thank you.
Very good vibes. Very good vibes.
I know. Super great
Best
vibes.
vibes ever. We'll be back next Tuesday. I think we have something. I can't remember what we have lined up for next Tuesday.
We have another amazing guest. We should probably prep that. I think next week is let me look at my trusty old calendar here. We had Gary on. So next week we've got the incredible Hugh Newman joining us.
Yes.
I know the guy is a like walking encyclopedia.
I'm so excited for this one. I mean, this was exciting as heck as well. I'm excited for every Tuesday. I love Tuesdays now.
I just spent some time hanging out with Hugh over in the UK and going to some ancient sites. We actually did the Equinox event at Stonehenge, and we're walking all amongst the Stonehenge site, which you only get to do like 4 times a year during those Equinox events. And the week after that, we'll have William Henry on, the amazing William Henry, who's also a speaker at the event, as is Hugh. We'll be having Michael Button on this month as well. And another big name surprised guest. I'm not going to drop it yet, but you're not going to want to miss that. And I think you guys are going to want to tune in each week. And we've got a big month. I'm really excited about this. It's just the support since we started this for the last month has been amazing. I think we've got a really fun thing going on here, and I love our audience. What a great tonight was just such a good indicator of that. Like everybody's just giving away their tickets and helping people out. That's so cool.
Yeah, and it was like such an easy hang as usual, like with the chat. Like, I mean, obviously Gary's like the most freaking fun. And it's just like a full blessing. And I think we just do this forever, to be honest with you, mate. Like, I think we just carry on doing this till forever. What do you reckon, Sammy? You in?
Yep.
Oh,
Here.
yelling at the cat.
I'm not going anywhere.
Like, yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it forever. Such a dope vibe. And we're nearly at 5,000 viewers, right? We just hit the 5,000 viewer mark, which is like...
That's crazy.
This is usually where we close out. So to get to 5,000 is a blessing.
Yeah.
Strongly encourage everyone
for our 4th show. That's how cool is that? We must be doing something okay.
Heck yeah. Maybe. I think we're doing all right. I don't know.
I think we're doing all right.
Don't get weird. You're good. 5,000, baby. Heck yeah. Oh, this is so great. This is the best.
Awesome. Well, on that note, we're defeating the Ducks and
what is this?
What is this?
I don't know the denomination, but That's a lot. Thank you.
That's insane. Thank you. Thank you.
The name is amazing, by the way.
And it's so good.
Gollum's half-botched circumcision was the first one that I saw in chat before we even went live with the donation. Thank you so much. He was here supporting already.
It was dude, you set the vibe, Gollum. You absolutely set the vibe for tonight, and I'm here for it. I loved it. It was so much fun.
And thank you to Bring Back Movie Magic and Sophie for passing along your tickets to people who wanted and needed them.
And thank you for everyone.
Yeah, for those that won, just make sure to hit me up on social media or email me so I can get you guys those tickets. Jeff Up North and Jose Taco are both in chat. They won last week, and so we've got 2 more winners this week. That's really amazing. We'll see if we're doing a giveaway again next week. I don't know if we are. We can't give away all of our tickets, but I'll see if we've got 2 more to give away next week. Maybe we can give away some live stream tickets. It seems like we got a lot of people that are watching from different countries and stuff.
I think we could do at least one more, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Everyone's been so generous. We'll make it happen.
It's a great time with you guys tonight.
Yeah. Thank you. You guys are just such a blessing. And for anyone who's just tuned in while we're tuning out, everything's going to be up on the YouTubes. I think you can still watch it on social media, wherever you want. We respond to as many comments as we can. So if there's any questions we missed, just ask them in the comments. We'll get back to them. Yeah, we'll see you all next week. Thank you so much.
Peace.
Now we have to find